Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where the quarterback coach on the sidelines will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and 1, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage? But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Newton to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Newton. And he's got Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 33 yards. And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On first down, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The slot man in motion right. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They go with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And it's now 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Newton on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Newton now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the break. Newton. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime, and what's it's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw his Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They snap it to Newton. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down at 4. Newton buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now it's Newton. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 4th down, Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Newton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again is Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll look downfield for Waller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They want to zoom in past that number there. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Newton. He'll buy some time right. To the right side and into the hands of the Tyrone Granson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up.
Touchdown! Alec Pierce from 19 yards away. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Carr completes it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. On play action, now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Jacobs going to try the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw, Newton. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Newton to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Newton on 1st down. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And it's caught inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Carr going to look to throw. This will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got